We're heading into China for the next operation.
Welcome back to some more Long War, and our first Friends in Low Places mission, Slingshot DLC. This mission usually isn't a big deal, but if I see this, I already think of the 2 follow-up missions, and I'm very curious to see how these are changed. So, when we last left off, I was in the big question on how to get the money. Cutscene time.
You must be my contacts. No one who fears reprisal would make an entrance like that. Not so different from killing a man. It won't take long for them to realize I'm missing, especially since I've got this thing with me. If you take me with you, it's all yours.
That's our man. And it looks like he's got the package with him. We'll need to get him back to the extraction point in one piece. His former employers, not to mention the invaders, will be looking for him. Objective updated.
Alright, so quick summary of what happened on Geoscape. I ended up taking out a console loan, so I could get that officer training school upgrade right away. And, well, then a little bit of time passed, a couple of research finishes, a couple of people thrown into the lab tube for gene modding, and really not much else. You might also notice we have our first officer here with us. Our scout. Oh, what happens if we tactical retreat? I guess the mission counts as failed, right? It's not like you can weasel your way out of this mission by just retreating and saying, yep, VIP is safe now. And a lot on this mission is gonna be reinforcements again, which I think is very tricky with the way Overwatches work, or rather, the way they don't work.
Moving. Shh. You hear that?
Okay. Sectoids just outside visual. Alright. Which probably means we can kind of set up here. I'll probably take that side high ground with one group here. Just sniper here.
On my way.
I think I'm gonna try to focus on this side. I think try to spread ourselves out to that we control both of these kind of high ground positions. It's not gonna work anyway. Also, I'm trying something with Ember here, where I'm, you know, since our rocket aim just sucks, just given up on it. We have the support grenade perk, so we can throw smoke and flashbangs without triggering any more Overwatch, and since a lot of Overwatch is going to be coming our way,
Yes, boss.
we can either cancel it or give our guys immunity to it, right? Unit in smoke will not trigger Overwatch, which is something also really didn't tick with me.
I'm not sure where my boss got this thing, but he was taking offers from a variety of bidders, regardless of their intentions.
Moving.
Get back here for now.
Eyes peeled, Strike One. Opposition is headed towards you. Repeat. Hostiles approaching your position.
It's not taking it and talking about these 3 guys. Or those 3. Okay. Oh, and the reinforcements already start dropping. Okay. Oh, hi. Oh, well, well. So we got one thin man dropped in back there. This guy here is flanking us. You're now completely out of position. And one tile short here. One tile short to get to this wonderful flank and cover spot. So, can we smoke here? Can't smoke the Shiv. Could smoke the guys here, so we don't trigger overwatches. There's a lot of enemies showing up all at once. I think doing a run and gun here to get rid of this guy might be worth it. Let's start off with that.
10-4.
Okay, that then means you are able to take shots. You don't see that overwatching. Oh no, you're not who I'm looking for. You attack that overwatching guy. 74. It's not fantastic. Could we inferior battle scan that? Like, it's not getting the red highlights. It's in the radius, so I'm just gonna...
Sweeping.
Gonna pop that. So, you can only see a couple guys here. You could suppress something. What do you see? You see that guy, and that's a terrible shot. Need to be like back here to flank that guy, which we can't do. Here's a bit of a rough position, isn't it? And I have to make up my mind also what are the biggest threats, what am I most scared of. So let's just say we suppress here. I'm not sure, we have mayhem, right? Danger zone. So they're both suppressed. And probably also have Science Spire, so if the sectoids do something nasty, we can just kind of cancel it, right? So sure, let's put this thing. Probably Overwatch, since we are Overwatch specced.
I feel, Commander.
Curiosity. Whoa, means 19. Okay. 100% with the pistol.
X-ray down.
There's not much we can do, right, with that hidden run action. I guess we can run. We hit, now we can run, but then we would trigger that Overwatch. I guess we just hunker down there? Hit command somebody? I don't really see much value in that. Yes, either way, since everybody here took their shots, I think I will now smoke them up. Estimated units 2. Estimate again. Recalculating.
Popping smoke.
The hit. We take those. I guess, you know what, I could command here. So I can move away. And then the shift would be free to move and potentially flank this then, man. It would require us to have some smoke cover, so I'm not triggering the overwatches when doing that. Because I don't think he still counts as a in run and gun, so I'm sure he will probably trigger overwatches. And yeah, we're blowing our load early, but it's just the way the cookie sometimes crumbles.
The job itself seemed trivial. Delivering equipment to a predetermined drop
Yeah, shut up.
These colors don't run, soldier.
Oh! Technical brilliance. Look at me. I'm brilliant. I'm just gonna get acid spit on, eh? If I move there. But if I don't move, if I move like somewhere here, then we're kinda in the back, too far away from the enemy. Let's just go there. We do have on a bunch of the guys the new armor, which I'm kinda wondering if I should not have built that armor, because it's not very good. It's like less armor than the default armor, like one less HP than the default armor. Which what the part that is really good is it gives you an additional equipment slot, right? I'm thinking I'm coming. Am I coming over here? I want to be somewhere where I see guys, since I have the... Do you not have counter charge? Oh no, you have somebody has counter charge. I don't even know. Oh, let's move away here. He's taken care of.
Destroy it.
7%. I'll take these odds. You really hate sectoids, eh? Okay, he's overwatching. Chain triggered all the way to the back of the map. Lead number 1. Oh. So what about... This guy's also bleeding, isn't he? That sectoid in there. Didn't it say bleeding? Or maybe I misread that. Maybe it just said bleed chance was X%, but it didn't trigger. Okay, we've got one dude overwatching over there. He's in direct line of sight, so you would trigger that overwatch if you did something. I do have a med kit. I could heal that corrosion. What can we do against the overwatch? Very little. So I don't like this dude coming around the flank here at all, so we probably just have to go like this. You're the only one who can deal with this. And I'm not even sure you can kill him. Okay. Bit 4 to 6. I don't think we're gonna get 8 here. Just a hunch. On that burst. A little bit of problem. We might. Oh, do you have ammo? You don't have ammo. This might be a command to take another shot. Because I think otherwise he can come back here. Like he could run. I don't know if he has the mobility to get there. I just don't want that. So put smoke up, prevent reaction fire, and then flashbang this guy. Again, using a lot of my cooldowns early. Well, a lot of the limited charge ability items, but I also feel like this is the most enemies that are active at the same time here that we're probably gonna face. This guy's bleeding.
Target still up.
So, Finman here, Finman there. This dude up top. I guess the question is, where do we need to move, or can we see Amber from here? Yeah, you know what? Let's just use the command.
These colors don't run, soldier.
So brilliant. I'm incredibly brilliant.
I'm all out.
Oh. Can we just be brilliant again? Oh no, she's all out. She's all out, she said. Can shoot. Take this shot. Guy's flashbang, that guy's 1 HP. That guy's bleeding, but I think he bleeds at the end of his turn, but he's also 1 HP, so red fog means it's kinda less dangerous. This guy is a little bit of a concern. But also not feeling the battle scanner here. I think we're just gonna... Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. Shoot this guy.
Missed.
I'm just gonna Overwatch. Or we could reload command into Overwatch. I think that's 2 shots here. We should still be good. I just don't like sitting in the half here. And again, the thin men don't care about my Overwatches. Well, they trigger the Overwatches from running, but how does... Okay, let me reread this, because I think I kinda got that wrong in the past. The Shadow Shot. Shooting will not trigger reaction fire. Yeah, not a chance to not trigger, but flat out will not trigger. But it's just shooting, not running. Either way. That. Limited results. Man, burst is such a weird ability. Is this really worth it? I am actually thinking I'm gonna bring you over here. First of all, you're on half cover. Second of all, I think this... I'm not sure if this here counts as high ground towards these guys, but this up here should. What I'm trying to say is, I want them to shoot you, right? Because we're able to survive. So that's why I'm moving you to a position where you can barely see anybody. Those are some terrible shots. Just reload on a watch.
Once I saw this device, I began to fear the implications of our involvement.
Roger that.
I'm trying to set up for a potential next turn where I can go here. Get a flank shot on this guy, because I think he's just gonna sit there. Probably. low health. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna hunker.
I think it poisoned me.
Roger.
Done here. You still corroding? How long does that last? Oh, probably until we heal it, eh? It's very inconvenient. Can be a very long time. Especially for you, like you're so far away from anyone with a medkit. I don't have an engineer on this mission. I think engineer removes that stuff automatically. Now we do have run and no, it's not ready. Run and gun is not ready yet. What does that mean? You're gonna be corroding until... Oh no, last 3 turns. Okay, I was waiting for a indicator there that tells me, oh, it's gonna last 3 more turns, 2 more turns, 1 more turn. Okay. I'm still like, I think there used to be a different mechanic in the original Long War, where if you just hunker down, you wouldn't be taking the damage. I'm not seeing anything like this here. I'm not considering getting a heal on you. Because otherwise it's gonna eat into her actual HP. What do we do about these guys? These overwatching sons of a gun. You heal. I'm really like paralyzed by options or lack of them. Okay, I'm just gonna suppress this drone. Get this out of the way. I think a hidden run, probably with the pistol, might take care of this guy. And then we're kind of struggling to find something useful to do against him. If we bring an Ember down here, then you probably need to move in some way. So I'm wondering if I can trigger one of the Overwatches here without getting instantly murdered. Okay, preoccupy target or target damage each turn. So I think if I just go here, shoot this guy, he's not counting as preoccupied and certainly hasn't been damaged this turn, so that's not gonna work. Illusion's really screwing with me here. And like with 10 HP, I don't want to trigger a reaction shot from Thin Man. That's my problem here. That's my main problem right now. But somehow, like, I don't really have any tool to deal with this Overwatch run. So either I run it with somebody who can take a hit, or I'm gonna be stuck here in the hell of not being able to make a decision. No, no. Okay, maybe I'm overestimating how good the reaction shot chances are.
I've crossed many lines during my life, but now we all face a common enemy.
Here's a question, by the way. Can I see Alpha? No targets available.
Running dry on ammo.
So alternatively, oh no, okay, so now he has been hit this turn, so we can definitely get the kill here. And it should trigger hit and run.
I'm on it, Commander.
Unless I completely misunderstanding how the ability works. Also, now I should have... Oh wow. It was showing me a green thing, or maybe I can't because you still have an action remaining. So if I reload... I can command to put you into Overwatch.
Soldier.
Tactical brilliance. Tactical brilliance is pretty good. It's pretty damn brilliant.
No longer got no ammo.
No longer got no ammo. Okay, got it. You were commanded. You can now Overwatch. Getting 2 Overwatch shots. We could, if we're feeling brave here, could totally go here to flank this dude. We're missing a drone, right? 3 Thin Man, 1 sectoid, 1 drone. Oh no, it's way worse. We're missing a Thin Man. So if he comes around and flanks me, this is just bad news. Not left. I think I'm gonna pop the heal here to stop the corrosion. Healed on cleansed. Oh. Doesn't sound... That doesn't sound correct. And maybe we should just dash all the way over here with you. And you just stay in place and heal. Or rather reload.
Good copy. Moving on target.
It's shooting time.
Okay, now the question is what we're gonna do with your second action. Wish I had, you know, should have thrown the battle scanner or something to maybe get an idea where the thin man is. Like they all activated back here. I think making him move just gets so much more value out of our Overwatch here.
Heading out.
Hostiles are headed your way, Strike One. Prep for contact.
Okay. Staggered means he doesn't get his second action, right? Cool.
They're shifting their attack.
He gets it though. It's ooh, lucky. Lucky that we didn't get crit there.
They've got me flanked.
I think it poisoned me.
Get corrosion. No real wounds, but now you're sitting here with an enemy on Overwatch, so we probably gotta snipe that, but we also gotta kill this dude. Oh boy. We chill here. Is this within 4 tiles? I don't know. It could also be that the good old reinforcements are triggered by how far ahead Zhang is. That mechanic doesn't work anymore, and it's now just, yeah, reinforcement trigger every couple turns. And you better get a move on. Well, that would be terrible. You're bleeding. You're red fogged. So actually, I don't think I need to take care of you. I think I can trigger my run gun here.
Okay. Hostile eliminated.
I want to get somebody in range where they see that sectoid, so that we can take a sniper shot. So with that in place, I think I can just dash you out of there. Or probably just move and command or something. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you down here. Can pop a heal.
Easy now, soldier.
Reaction, okay. Really like to get you also healed this turn. And to find a spot where we can kind of meet up. Heal only works on adjacent units, right? Well, it's the weird... how much I hate sometimes hate circles when it comes to a game that is based on square tiles. It's like, thanks, this is a good idea. Does it mean I can heal from here when I'm like 1/3 in the circle, 2/3 outside the circle? Sorry, that's taking a little bit longer here. I'm really trying to find a good position to meet up or something. So let's think about this. We got a very red-fogged sectoid on both ends. Bleeding Thin Man is gonna die at the end of turn, so one more active Thin Man on full health. Cool. But also not cool, because he's kinda in a really annoying position. You're gonna move over on the left. Reload. Not moving you up. I'm just gonna bring you over this way. We'll find some way to deal with that sectoid. Yeah, okay, so no. 2 tiles away. It's never gonna work.
Well done.
Well, so you come in here and there's a cooldown on your medkit. What's the point of getting it as a free action then?
Green to go.
So you just need to run away.
Yes, sir.
Done.
Intentan retirarse.
That's the... was that the... must have been the high ground Thin Man, right? So he ran behind that area. Okay. Right then. So yeah, he's behind this. We can't do much about him this turn, but he also can't do much against me. And sectoid is impossible to kill, it seems.
A la orden, comandante. Venga, que salgan de sus agujeros.
No. Let's first here.
Quit your whinging, you'll be fine.
That corrosion. You do not have line of sight on that sectoid from here.
Heading to that location.
Just gonna move you up, Overwatch.
Watch. Aye, aye.
Gotcha, moving. Cheerio, my weapon's spent. Good to go.
Reload in. I'm still like this. How much close range aim bonus you get is just insane. I didn't expect that I would be able to just dump my ammo into that guy.
Moving out.
Probably gonna heal here also.
Let's do this.
You know, that's kind of my last charge then. This looks like it's grayed out, like you can't take a shot, but no, I totally can.
Roger that.
Hostiles are closing on your position, Strike One. Eyes open, people.
I don't know. We still on cooldown here for run and gun. Flashbang it. See what we can do here against that skinny boy. LMG is not a moving and flanking weapon. Tell that much. Did to just suppress for the guaranteed damage and a reaction shot.
Solid copy. Off you pop.
Punched him halfway across the yard here. Same with that guy. Okay, now thanks to chain activation, right? And we had a group activating here. I'm assuming there's nothing else on the map, because everything else would have activated already. I guess we can just test this by not getting any indicators for enemies here.
Double time.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to heal there.
I'm moving.
Could get more reinforcement, I think,
Heads up,
especially
Commander. We've got an
intermittent
It's
contact.
something
Yeah.
different from the others.
And Chrysalid on Overwatch. That is definitely something different. I've not seen that so far. did I sniper all the way here? You would have a shot at that bit. Quite in range to see this guy. Alright, we're just gonna sit there and overwatch. Reload even. Yeah, we don't get the close range bonus. So if I run and gun and get here, might not have a good time.
Okay.
We already see the impact of red fog there. 8 mobility. We'll get you closer. Mostly so that I can run and gun the thin man next time.
Roger. Tracking. I want to save the medkit charge here. In case somebody gets corroded again here.
Moving. These
Come on.
colours don't run, soldier.
Did it ever not trigger brilliance here?
He's down.
On the move.
Bring you in there. Potential flanks on that thin man next turn. Bring you over here. For smoke and our flashbang if we need it. You to not be targetable by that thin man. Maybe just go up there. It's fine.
It's about to heat up over there, Strike One. X-rays are making their way to your position.
Oh, that is nasty. That is a nasty Overwatch drop-in. Holy shit. How do you even deal with that?
Hunt them down.
You're gonna run and gun this dude.
Yes, sir.
If I remember correctly, the mission ends when Zhang reaches the evac zone, so maybe just dashing into the evac might be the answer. Nice. That is mean. Okay.
I'm rolling.
Can you Hit that flashbang. We go all in on mission ends when Zhang hits the evac? I think we might be.
As
Means-
fast as I can.
Ember goes there. Zhang runs all the way down here, so he can reach the evac next turn, and Ember can flashbang anybody who wants to stop me from doing that.
Aye, aye, Commander. Eyes peeled, Commander.
Roger that.
Just in case we need to still do something about the guy up here. You're there, and you're probably just gonna combat ready. No sectoids allowed.
No longer a threat.
I've given up everything to keep this device out of the wrong hands.
Son of a gun. Mission does not
I
end.
hope your people gain something of value from it.
The VIP is secure.
Our target has reached the extraction point. Secure the surrounding area and eliminate any remaining hostiles.
New objective received.
So certain that you didn't need to do that in the past. Well. It isn't the consequences of my own actions. Rearing the ugly head again. There are things I really like about the way Overwatch works here, and there are things I really don't like. Like, everybody by default getting covering fire, it just seems very, very oppressive. Like, there are tools against it, but if you don't have those tools, you're just gonna get screwed. Here's a question. Does commanding trigger Overwatch? Does not trigger reaction fire. Okay. So good. You're in a position where you can see that guy, if such a position exists, on the wall. You see him from here, but there's no other spot here on the low ground where we can see him from. Oh, please. There's something weird about the line of sight indicator, isn't there? So it should show up left of the shield. Like, I'm flanked here, that means the enemy sees me. Shouldn't I see him? I'm so confused right now. Let's go up there. Oh, look, you totally see that guy.
These colors don't run, soldier.
Okay. You can't. You're so far away. You're not gonna be relevant this mission. Okay. Now that he's suppressed and his Overwatch won't trigger, I guess we can dash you into full, flanking the guy.
Heading there now.
You up a little.
Overwatching.
Hauling ass.
Yeah. Doesn't care. Also, apparently that is not flanking him because we're one tile too far away. Yeah, I'm assuming.
Position
well.
confirmed.
I am alive. But the life I had is gone now. Funny that my life should take such an unexpected path. Turning my back on old friends to defeat a common enemy.
The device and our contact are secure. Get back to HQ for debriefing.
30% XP from all sources. If they retire, double their missions are added to the retired OTS mission pool. 30% XP from all sources. Does that even include the passive XP we get from, I mean, all sources are all sources, right? Seems really strong. Ooh, yes, give me that sweet mobility. Straight into my veins.
Our troops really came through on this one. I'm glad everyone made it back safely.
Okay. It was close, you know, we could have gotten a bunch of injuries there, and I'm surprised. I think the... First of all, really good supplies here, or rewards, rather.
We will be in touch, Commander.
So yeah, summary of the situation rule changes, or rather, strategy changes since last episode. So there's this console loan button, which gives you a bunch of money. It was like 960, and then you repay it over 30 days. Now, this was a way better deal than what we get here. Like, I'm not sure if it just gets worse over time, or if it like kind of has a cooldown and gets stronger the longer you don't take it. But yeah, so it was like 160 and then 80 more to pay it off. Now our daily income is shot during the time. You know, we're down to 10 daily income because the rest we're using for repayments, but that's fine. Other than that, let me see here. Let me go to the campaign summary. So the things we missed. We've researched alien circuitry and are currently working on the drone autopsy. We got our gunner in for the increased burst accuracy gene mod thing. Initial satellites, respirator implant. We started construction because there's a council request for that. We finished the phalanx armors.
What's going on down there?
Integrate
Tell those
Finman.
guys we can't have them bringing down the walls in the name of prototype testing.
And Acro and Alpha were gene modding and finished that then later on. So yeah, drone autopsy about to finish. Now I'm like, where's the? Do we not see the Exalt scanning reminder here? Because I'm very concerned that it's not giving me the reminder. Although everything I've read says no, you get the reminder and the reminder is perfectly timed. So if you scan at that point, everything's gonna be super.
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
Now, one new thing we can build now is actually a satellite nexus. So giving us 2 satellites, 3 with adjacency bonus, also requiring 40 engineers, just like... So I don't think there's any reason to build satellite uplinks anymore at this point. Of course, you know, it's a little bit more expensive, more power draw, yada yada yada, whatever. But we're actually getting kind of close to being able to throw in another lab here. 40 scientists, we had 35. And the reason why I built the respirator is because this seemed to have, well, for 3 engineers, for sheer respirator, yeah, you get that thing. And it's Australia, which, you know, always nice to get a little bit more defense in there. Okay. What's the current aircraft situation? Okay, you're being repaired still. We are actually getting a 4th one over there. Alright, that's gonna say that's good enough. Let's spin the globe. Drone autopsy finally unlocked advanced beam lasers. It seems so weird that all of that here was hidden behind the drone autopsy. So laser sniper, laser strike rifle, etc. That okay, it's 2 days. We get from this UFO countermeasures, community grenade, shadow. Now let's get advanced beam. Oh, I also didn't do promotions for the guys from the mission. We also have a bunch of promotions from the passive XP gain we get here all the time. But I think I'll do those promotions whenever we get on a new mission. Oh, yeah, right. Also, we've got Zhang coming in as an infantry or assault. Right, Ember. Ember might be, by the way, a candidate for meching later on. There's a nice perk. Medikit, smoke grenades. Go. Plating. Very like a support rocketeer. I'm telling you, rockets are support ability. Shots gain a 35% chance to apply corrosion, 100% if steadied. Interesting. Then we have here. What do we have? Smoke grenades gain 25 aim and crit on detonation. Unit is in the area of effect, they enrage. Grenades also heal 2 HP at the end of turn. Does not work in dense smoke. Okay. Now, here's the question. They enrage. What does that mean? You can't just put there, oh, they enrage without explaining what enrage does, unless enrage is a generic effect that always does the same stuff. 3 medkit, more ammo to primary weapon. This unit's last action was using a medkit. Overwatch activates at the end of turn. Okay. I do like the aim stacking. Oh, it has to be good. It's always good. Let's give me some drops here. So you're telling me something does not work in dense smoke. How do you even get dense smoke? We'll figure it out. And I'll figure out what that enrage stuff does. Okay, so panic reached over 80 here. Is there anything else we can do against about panic? Not really, right? We don't have a reduce panic in this area button. Well, good luck, South Africa.
Contact detected.
No. It's a large one. It's gonna land. I'm just gonna wait for it. Yeah, ignore contact. It's fine. Didn't generate a mission. Are they building a base? No, they can't build a base. Can they? What do I know?
Commander, we have multiple reports of new abductions in progress.
Alright. It was an abductor. Well, as much as I want engineers, we gotta take that in China. Heavy. Alien info, level 3. They're both level 3. But why is this one moderate level 3 and this is heavy level 3? God damn it. Or is it heavy the amount of enemies and level 3 is the tech level? Well, either way, we gotta take China for panic reasons. Even though ignoring UK will upset Russia a little bit. Which, whatever. Rest of continent +4 if we don't do the mission. I think we can tank +4 there. We certainly can't tank +20 in China. Oh, the long building, the long garage of doom. Which might cause a lot of chain activations here. But first things first, before we actually do this, We should totally have an officer for this. I've been like I'm officer built now. That was pretty good. That felt so strong. I mean, of course, you know, if you I don't know what our chances were of always rolling the yep, you didn't use up your charge thing. If we had rolled bad on the very first roll, that would have been our only use of command, and I would have said, meh, officer schmofficer. So, like, how are you still injured? I feel like that's been 11 days for a long time now. Or am I just misreading this? Let me just go back in. So this will do what? I'm sure there's gonna be a confirmation dialogue, right? It's not just gonna do like, yeah, you just spent 300 melt to reduce his wound time by 1 day. Increase the injury and fatigue time by 40% and require 30 melts. Second reduction of lessen those impacts on the subject. Gonna have back-to-back things here, right? Abductions probably again, but that just gonna mean even with the meld injection, you're not gonna be ready for either for both of them. Alright, first things first. I forgot Zhang. X Triad. Does what? So +2 damage with pistols. I think there's an assault kind of pistol-y built. Pistolero. Island then turn, draws pistol. Medium pistol, fire action shot. Any enemy within 4 turns. So that's what's my pistol? Half cover. Just for the out of interest, if we were to go infantry, is there anything infantry can do which makes pistols amazing? Maybe the perk's kind of crap, right? Maybe it's a bait with the X Triad perk here. But I'm gonna go for it. I'm easily baited. No scouters. I think we're gonna go then tanky route here, right? I'm still kind of curious about like what you can do with some grenade perks. 50% more shred. Because I'm kind of ignoring that. Like a running gun just feels too good. I know you kind of need some tankier guys. Right. Grab that. You're an assault now. We have plenty of assaults. I need more scouts. Aren't we getting more, fresh recruits? Yeah. Did we already get them? And I kinda overlooked that. Yes, we got recruits, but for some reason, shouldn't they? Excuse me, shouldn't you have a higher rank? You shouldn't be PFCs. It might be one again one of those things where it doesn't update right away. Maybe it needs to tick over for a day, but we don't have the time for this, right? 12 hours. We could scan and wait for the gene mod here. Which is a gunner, I think, for gene modding. Let me just do that. And then I can double check if we have our new guys, if they actually trigger their free promotion that they're supposed to be getting. Or is this a case of we hired them months ago, so that doesn't apply to them yet? I don't know. Ah, things are being weird. Okay, let's do the mission. Officer, right, that's why we're here. So, can't be psionic. High willpower is good because, you know, the higher the willpower, the higher the chance that they actually trigger the effect where they don't use up their action. Well, you could be a good officer, except you can't be. Yeah, so many people still fatigued. What's happening here? So, you can't be an officer, right? I guess it's best looking at it this way, because then we also see who isn't even high enough rank yet to be an officer. Yeah, need to be at least a corporal. I liked the way it, you know, having the scout as the officer. That kind of worked for me really well. So, maybe we might just go with all our scouts being officers, yeah. And getting extra base will. I mean, yeah, I like mobility, but hey, extra base will gives me a higher chance to not lose charges. Right. Let's set up the mission. Kind of relying on assaults a little bit to deal with our watchers. I'm okay with getting one more run and gun here. So the idea with you was to actually go for the saw, right? Instead of the LMG, to not get as high of an aim penalty and actually be shooting more with double tap, burst, all that good stuff. I think we can afford to put you in that slightly weaker armor just to get an extra slot here for fancy gear. Or you could have our middle of the squad proximity sensor. Still bring the chef? Still bring the chef. Then bring our psionic here. Double tap in psionic. You're not really. Well, so here's the thing. Sure, the phalanx armor has, you know, not a tactical vest. Like if we compare it to the tactical armor, we lose 1 hit point, but we can just make up for that and say, hey, we got an extra slot here. We just put the plating in there. Maybe we go all in on you shooting stuff. Double tap. Okay, scope, beam optics. Okay, leaves me with 1 slot. I'm concerned, like, you know, I really like snipers in this game, in every game. I'm just concerned that I'm putting too many missions on my snipers too early, and then they're gonna be in couple months in game. I'm gonna have to look at them and say, "Yep, time for you to retire. Your fatigue time is just too long to handle." I think I'm just gonna grab an Overwatcher. For you, same thing. Beam, scope, and let's say drum mat. Then over here. Probably gonna change something because I'm starting to realize that we don't have a single medkit on the squad, and that seems not ideal. So for you, I go the other way around though. I'm gonna use the better armor, and I'm gonna use the plating because I want you to be tanky AF. Carry medkits. Am I okay with a single seeker revealing scanny thing? Hopefully. Don't have a dedicated medic, but you know, that's kind of the catch on a mission where you only have 6 slots, right? You can't bring one of each class. And yeah, that's just gonna be the way the cookie crumbles. We're gonna crumble some cookies on a abduction mission in China in the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.